up, YouTube world? Right. So I wanted to do an update on the lights. Hell yeah. So I will put it in the descriptions on the lights that I tried and the final light that I went ahead to go ahead with. And I have actually a great example on a spotlight, and this is my snake plant over here. And if you look, excuse my laundry, it's all clean, I just haven't folded it yet. I actually did laundry this morning, kind of just put it right there in the corner. I don't like doing laundry. But if you look at the ground, you can see that it makes a spot on the ground instead of trying to illuminate the whole area. You know what I'm saying? So this is a spotlight, but this is heavy in reds and a violet, and I believe it does have one white one right there, but it's just really heavy in reds and violets and blues and whatnot. It's a plant stimulating light, just like those two are. But that one over here is 54 watts. It's very strong. You know, it looks beautiful, don't it? Looking good. But I love it because even like if you turn off all the lights, it's really just lit up over there, you know. So I was trying to find a spotlight that is 6500 Kelvin white that will light up, illuminate this tank without actually having to use a light strip. The light strip about 2-3 weeks ago actually broke, and a shiza load of water got into it, and it's actually starting to get water into it again. I don't know how, because I siliconed every inch of it. You can see the silicone right there, the silicone here. I mean, it goes all the way down, but if you look right there, there's water in it. There's not that much water over there, so I'm not really too stressing it because it's over here and the power and stuff is over here, so that's okay. You stay over there. And it broke, and instead of, you know, buying a new one or fixing it, I was going to fix it regardless, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to. This is my soldering table. I bought some soldering stuff. I fixed it. I actually had to take this one apart to put that new line in it. Anyways, I was going to try a spotlight idea. I bought 3 different bulbs. One bulb, when I took it off, I actually broke it. The thing didn't unscrew properly, so I would have to fix that. But I didn't like it anyways because it was a floodlight design. So basically, when it was up there, it illuminated like a floodlight. So a floodlight is designed to go like this, you know, illuminate the whole room basically. A spotlight is designed to do a spot, you know what I'm saying? So that just wasn't working for me. So I wanted to try another spotlight, and it's 50 watts, and it finally came in, but I didn't use it because it's in here, and it's up here, and it is so bright. I mean, it is just, I actually decided to remove that light bulb up there and stuff and put this in here because it really illuminates this room like crazy. And if I open the door, I mean, it starts to illuminate the room. I mean, that thing is just a massive, and it's not a spotlight because I did put it up there, you know what I'm saying? And this, you know, there was more red in it than anything, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, the whole room was bright white. It just didn't illuminate that. Plus, I don't want that. I want to be able to sit on my computer and not be blinded by a light. You know, I want it to be a spotlight concentrated in a certain area, you know what I'm saying? So this is actually a Cree spotlight. It's at 36 watts. This one's at 54 watts, pretty strong, but we don't want the tank to be red. So this is a Cree at 36 watts, and if you look at how the prime, freshwater, and even saltwater prime lights are designed, they are designed with 3 watt LEDs from Cree. So this has basically the same, but instead of only having, I believe the prime has, I think they have 7 of them, maybe 13, you know what I'm saying? But this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 LEDs. So it's like double the amount, you know what I'm saying? And it illuminates it perfect. Now, if I turn off the light strip, it is still a little red, you know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, it can definitely be lowered a lot down, but it is still also white. So it's basically a very, you know, good distribution of the 3 of the, you know, different spectrum lights of the plant stimulating and the 6500 Kelvin. I just believe the 6500 Kelvin because we got 224 watts, so that's going to produce more power, because there's 224 and only 136. So the 136 needs to be lowered at the same height. But if you really look at it, I mean, it's a little red. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I look at it with my eyes, you can see the greens and stuff and everything. It's more justified. Trust me. This, it was a lot more red. I mean, it was bright as hell in here, but it was a lot more red. This, it was super red. I mean, it was just illuminating the walls and it barely got down. Because it is a floodlight. But this Cree spotlight right here, I mean, it is just looking beautiful. I mean, we can't tell. It does need to be lowered because, as I have mentioned, these are 24 watts each. It's 36 watts. So these two will outpower that one. But yeah, so if that light strip ever goes, I might lower it. And problem solved. But I just wanted to show you that, guys, because I don't like to make a video and then never update the video. But that's what I came across. I'm going to give you a description and link. They're actually kind of hard. I actually had to wait for it to come in stock. That's why it took forever to get it. But yeah, you know, they have a lot of 12 watts and stuff like that, but I needed a strong one, like, you know, at 30 watts, you know what I'm saying? And then I needed a spotlight edition, you know what I'm saying? So it took a minute, but I got it in and it's beautiful. I definitely will put a link on the description of these two bulbs, and or this bulb and that bulb design. If you ever wanted to reproduce something like this, I tell you this right now, this is an Aquarium light strip. It also has plant stimulating lights in it, the reds and blues and whatnot. Oh yeah, I turned it off, that's right. I forgot why it does not work. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But from my experience on the 75 community tank I used to have, you know, it worked, but until I actually put one of these on it, you know, the plants, you know, they grew and whatnot, but they did not explode and were like, bam, looking gorgeous until I put these plant stimulators on it. You know what I'm saying? I experimented with that, so I don't have to use this anymore, but it's still too red in my opinion. So the light strip still works, and if it does ever break again, I know now that all I have to do is lower that one. I'll probably lower it even a little bit lower, maybe a foot lower than these two, you know, about right here, so it doesn't block the light, because you don't want to block the light. But yeah, it's gonna look gorgeous, guys. Well, alright, YouTube, give me some comments, you know, let me know what you think of this setup. I think it looks pretty awesome. The one on top is centered directly above it. The ones on the sides are against the wall, but they're, you know, turned a little sideways. You know what I'm saying? So they're cocked in and turned. So this one gets that end of the tank really well, and that far end gets this end of the tank really well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love it. Got all my stuff hanging on the side here, and I do as I do. Well, YouTube, I like the light bulbs idea. I think they're pretty neat, and yeah, give it a shot. You'd be surprised on how much these stimulating plant growing light bulbs actually do for you. You know what I'm saying? They make 12 watts edition and 24 edition of the this is the brand right there, Shift-Trans, if I pronounced that right. And I really like that brand because it's been like this for a minute. I actually have one in the sump, and it's enclosed in a stand, because it's in the sump, you know what I'm saying? It's in the stand and everything, so it's enclosed in there, and they do produce some heat. You know, they do get pretty hot, so they have really big intercoolers or coolers in general, heat sinks, I guess that would be called a heat sink. And the one in the tank, it's pretty dang hot, and it still works to this day. This one right here was the very first one I ever bought, and it's cheap, but it does it at 54 watts, and it's basically the same idea as this one, but at 54 watts, and it broke within 1 week, and I think it's just overheated because it is like double the strength, and it was concealed in that sump. But these, it keeps on working to this day, so I really recommend this brand. It keeps on working. And yeah, well, alright YouTube, I'm just blabbing on again, but if you want to try this idea, plant grow lights really stimulate aquatic plants, no lie. I really am impressed with these lights, And this one up there is looking beautiful. This is a cree spotlight, just the same exact LEDs that the Prime uses to make theirs. So that's very cool. Alright YouTube, I wish you an awesome night, and y'all be good. Laters.